You have all of that going on.
Where Dime at? Oh, there she go. We got the Thelma
You got the
Louise.
collab album.
Where Rocky at? Rocky here. She from Philly, the hottest rapper. Everybody.
Come on,
Rocky,
come on,
yeah,
Mike.
like.
She stole my. I just want to tell you, she stole my Jameson. I just want to tell you,
Who?
It's
gone. Sis, it's not even 9 o'clock.
Get her a chair. Get her a chair.
Let's get her a chair.
I gotta warm up, sir.
Nigga,
oh shit! Well then I might as well have a drink. I didn't want to drink because I didn't want y'all to think I was part of.
Nigga, what first store did y'all rob? Nick, swing the camera around.
Open up at 12
You
midnight.
see Cindy here with the stylist.
Yeah, we need our first.
With Thelma Louise, we robbed Daniel's Leather last night.
Banks, we robbed
When I
Banks
got in
and
town.
Daniel's Leather. You feel me?
So are these women that you have around you empowering you, Mo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you know who won't let them not empower me?
Who?
Sania and Woo.
Yeah, Sania.
Let somebody come around and be like, nah. And I'll be like, but they're my friends. They've been my friend for 60 years. They ain't no friend. And I'll be like, damn it, man. But the empowerment part comes because, like, with how I came up, like, people don't know. They be like, well, how did you get your record deal? I was literally in Green Acres Mall and had my beeper, and Merlin Bob had them beat me and was like, Missy Elliott wants you to go on the road with her. I was like, the fuck out of here. Stop lying. Like, you don't have to lie. You don't have to do that to me. And they was like, here's her phone number. And I called her from a payphone at Green Acres Mall. I was just like, you really want me to come on to her? She was like, nigga, turn the music down. Yo, yes, you want to, when can you get to the city? I said, now. And I left, and that's the rest is history.
Or you just walking through the mall?
I used to go there and get my nails done, and I just used to always be in Green Acres. That was like from Rosedale to Rochdale to right to. It was nothing else to really do. I was scared to go to the Ave by myself.
Okay.
And so I would just like go to Green Acres Mall, go get my nails done, and walk around. So that changed my life. And I was like, if she could do that for me, and she didn't know me, why can't I do that for somebody else?
Dope.
I was never signed to Missy, but her cosigns and her oops that she threw me for years are still, leveling me up. I said, yo, I want to see who I know is like, yo, hungry and want it, not just out here, yeah, I'm going to put this pussy on your face. There's so much pussy being put on faces.
And I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. I'm just like, okay, damn. Like, I heard, like, it's so, I was just like, you got to be kidding me. But when I hear her rap, I'm just like, yo, she on to something. And then Miko co-signed, but like with Dime, the way we came up with Thelma Louise was just like, she lived in the marriage boot camp house. So she saw what was going on.
Yeah.
We did that together. That was an experience. The Purge House.
The
That's what we
Purge House,
call
because
it.
you had to purge in that bitch. Like,
So
it
that
got
show
real.
really did help you.
It helped me.
It helped me too.
Okay.
It helped me too.
People went to, I guess, to help with their marriages. But honestly, when the doctors put me to the side, I was like, if it's not going to help for your marriage, at least let it work for you. Like, we're real doctors. Get all this free work. You feel me?
We got
Right.
And what's crazy is that after it was over, like literally a week later, I was like, oh, Dr. Ish, I'm not with him no more. I'm the thing, and he was just like, I knew it, and now you're going to glow, Mo. And everybody just kept on saying, you're going to glow. And nobody never wants to tell nobody, like, you need to leave that person. But it's just like, listen, if it's not beneficial or if it's not what marriage is supposed to be, not just being with each other, like companionship, relationship, hard times, good times, like everything. A marriage is not just, I do and he get to do what he want to do and I don't get to do nothing. No.
People act like you got to be a ride or die woman, right? They act like I got to put up with whatever he does, and if I don't accept that and forgive him, then I'm not a good person. Yeah, I'm not a good wife.
I read something.
cap.
I read something the other day. Somebody posted. They said, "Ask a man what type of woman he wants," and I bet you it's a description of a slave.
Damn.
A woman that stays in the house,
Wow.
cooks, and washes the kids.
You won't get
and
that
I
over
was
here.
just like, no, this is a new age of women. We don't mind working, and we don't mind dealing with a little bullshit here and there, but when you start protecting these bitches more than you protecting me, you protecting their identity, but they're stalking me, and I'm like, yo, this bitch is drawing, and you're not doing nothing about it. Now we have a problem.
Right.
You don't never let nothing come in between your household.
Absolutely.
Ever.
I agree with you. I don't like when people say that about women though. Like if they're a domesticated woman and that's what they choose to do, if they want to.
I'm domesticated as shit.
Yeah, if
like
they
I
wanna-
bleach and cook and clean.
That don't mean they're a
Domesticated
slave.
too, but at the same time, I still want to be able to go out and work and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have to be confined to just cook, clean, take care of the kids. I gotta go do bookings. I gotta go do interviews. I'm at the Breakfast Club. My husband got my baby.
You hustling?
Yeah, I'm hustling. So I don't want to be confined to that. And I feel like that's something that the new age women are doing greatly. Like we're juggling a lot of roles, and I feel like it should be appreciated because we're being a lot of things at one time.
Because you had just had your daughter when we did
marriage boot
and I was just like,
I was so depressed in that house.
That's what I'm about to say. Like that postpartum depression, I was just like, Yes,
I was depressed in the house. My baby came. They let her come one time. Yeah. She cried the entire time.
I said it was a spirit
she would not
in that
stop
house.
crying.
Wait, you could only see the baby one time?
Yes.
One time. They let her come one time, and she cried the entire time. From the time she came in the house.
Ain't no TV,
I
no
had to
radio,
let her leave because she cried so long.
No contact. That's why they
really.
And Mo was like, I think you felt bad for me because I was just like, oh, my baby, like, oh, my God, did she forget who I am?
How long were y'all in the house?
Like 16 days, 14 days.
It was like was it for a month? Well,
it was 14 days straight. We could not leave.
Yeah. No
couldn't
phone.
leave, couldn't do nothing.
She telling you to fix your hair,
No
Mo.
TV, no radio, no contact with the outside world. You can't leave the house.
Nothing.
Can't do nothing. So it's just like, but before we got to that house, that was another thing. We had to stay in a hotel for 2 days. I didn't know what hotel we was in. You don't know who named the room. You don't get no room key. And you could be sitting in there, and then they'll just come, hey, we need you to come out.
And I'm like, hold on, who else finna be on this show with me? Because I don't know, I might have to, I might be somebody else.
Dog walker hoe.
Yeah, on site. First day filming, you hear me?
And you don't know. And they just like, well, we don't want you to leave out your room because we don't want you to know who else is here. But like, man, fuck all that. Like, I'm going crazy here. But I had to sneak in the bathroom one time and call because that's the first time he was acting like he was going to spit on me.
Oh,
in that room.
no.
So at first I was like, why did I even go do this shit? I was like, no, I'm pushed through. So on our ride, when they came to get us before we got in the Lambo, whatever they had for us, when we was on the ride there, he gonna tell the girl, talk about something. Oh, don't mind us. This how we communicate.
Oh,
I said, bitch, no, it's not.
See?
Like they used to always have to come in our room. I was just like,
yeah,
yo,
and
like.
That used to bother me because when we first came in the house, I was looking at it like, oh my God,
Remember
I'm in the
like,
house with Lil Mo. Then my husband was like, okay. He's not a female, so he don't understand the what her music did for me growing up. I listened to you growing up. I listened to Superwoman. I listened to all this, so it like got me hyped. I was like, I'm in the house with Lil Mo. I'm finna be lit. And they was like, Walker in the house, Tammy in the house. I was like, oh yeah, this finna be lit.
Then when Soldier walked in and said, what the fuck going on?
I said, oh Lord.
We said, this house about to be turned.
Yes, but when I seen I was in the house with you, I was just like, this is amazing. I'm in here with a legend, somebody I can really get to know and learn from and learn some stuff from. And just to see you going through what you were going through in the house with him, it made me mad. I was just
Remember, you was like, And I was like, well, we should say something. But I was so scared to say something. I was like, well, we can't go nowhere. But they wanted you to say stuff so they can try to fix it. And they was like, you can try to hide all you want. Like, you literally walk past the room.
Cameras everywhere.
Cameras everywhere. This could be a camera. You sitting up here, because this motherfucker. And they got you on camera or tape. And then you walk past, remember all them TVs? And you're like, these motherfuckers really just watching us.
Yes.
And they had saw stuff numerous times, but they was like, Mo, we think... is there anything you want to work on your marriage? I was like, nah, it's cool. I just want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence and I'm being loyal. It's just like, because we've seen some things.
Loyal to what, though?
And you're right.
Like, what are you being loyal to?
You're right.
They could have been.
Idea,
but the crazy thing
might have been like, you
that
shouldn't
goes
be
to
with
show
him.
you could.
That's what they
you being loyal to the idea of marriage.
But they didn't want to say it. Like, they was kind of trying to tell you
they was like, yo, how the fuck is you in the middle of nowhere? You in the middle of nowhere. Like, that is the middle of nowhere. If you even try to leave out that, ain't no street lights. Bitch, you gonna get ate up by a coyote.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You feel me?
Like nothing.
Like bears, tigers, all that shit out there. I'm like, how you in the middle of nowhere? You face a, yo, you love me. Bitch, your wife upstairs. He was supposed to be going to make me some cereal. So the same bitch, he beat her up too.
Beat who up?
The girl that was on FaceTime.
So if you don't know, on the show, he went downstairs. If people don't know.
He was supposed to be making me a bowl of cereal.
Right.
What kind?
Cookie Crisp.
And that takes about 1 minute.
And like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Cookie Crisp,
about
eat
30
all them.
seconds to make some Cookie Crisp.
Yeah, it's very short.
And he went downstairs.
And then he calls on
Got on
FaceTime
FaceTime.
in the kitchen. I was like, this, he
On the
wanted to
show.
get caught though. Because everybody knew that
Yes,
camera
come
was
on
there.
now.
Everybody knew that behind that door was where they kept the Wi-Fi.
I don't think he wanted to get caught. I think he just didn't know how serious it was and how much they're watching. I don't think he wanted to get caught. I think he really thought he was sneaking. I think
But
he really
they
thought
saw him
it.
a couple of times. They was like,
He thought he was sneaking at night. He thought all the cameramen was asleep. He thought
Now
all
I
of
think
that,
of it,
and he got
He
caught.
was on FaceTime and he called a girl. He was like, yo, tell me you love me.
Tell me you love me.
And she was like, is anybody around? Nah, tell me you love me. She was like, I love you. He was like, all right. And then hung up. Then came upstairs with my cereal. So I was like, me not knowing what's going on. So when I had to watch it that week, like I was just like, I know who that is.
And you said he beat her up.
Yeah, on October 1st he just got home from jail. On October 1st, like he robbed her at gunpoint, took her car, punched in the ribs, smacked in the face. Like, so he was locked up for like October 1st through the 17th. They just withdrew the case because in Pennsylvania you have to go to court 3 times before they'll give you a temporary PFA. So she didn't tell, but I got the police report. So that abuse thing, because when they pull up his name, they thought that was about me. And I was like, no, that's not me. Because her name starts with an M and they automatically, so I was like, no, I'm Cynthia.
Yeah.
And actually, I would be considered the wife. So I was like, that's his girlfriend. I went to court. I was like, how'd that work, Your Honor? I wanted to know because I'm trying to figure out, like, well, then why can't I have no boyfriend? Mm-hmm. Now, that whole time I ain't never cheated. That's why I'm pissed, for real. I ain't never cheated.
Yeah, let's talk about setting it off now.
How do we break these generational curses, though?
But that don't run in my family.
But not even just with you, with him. Like
they ain't got nothing to do with me no more.
That's the father of your children.
And he has to want to get help.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we get that brother some help?
I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Sorry to that
man. No shade.
Even in the house, it was weird because we used to have our little things where we have to all sit there, and I just look at him, and he'll just be like,
nodding off.
Going down like this. And my husband will look at me like, he'll be like,
and I'll be like, you are nodding off. He told me I was naproxen. Right, and the doctor said, no, naproxen doesn't make you nod off. That is either narcotic or opioid. And I said, Doc, I'm going to just let you know, yes, I've snuck perks up here.
Mm-hmm. So y'all was on perks? Y'all was both?
What? How you gonna survive in a house without a perk? And you
well,
know
I didn't have a perk.
Well, I did.
I had weed, though.
No, you don't do anything anymore.
No, I smoke weed.
You still smoke?
Yeah. I have to for my anxiety.
So did y'all decide in the house to do the project together, or did it happen after?
We was gonna do something that, but we ain't had. They had a fake studio, and we was like, oh shit, we about to be recording and have a laptop Soldier Boy. We was like, you gonna do the track, and they ain't have nothing there, no speaker, none of the shit had a cord. So we was just like, we gonna work, but. Dom is a person, she was like, don't say we're going to work and then we're not going to work.
Because I'm going to come. I'm trying to find you. Don't lie to me. I want to know.
Remember, because we was just going to do we was going to do a song.
Because I remember you first seen me and you was like, you should have been on that song. It was I think it was a Drake song or something. You was like, that would have been lit if you would have been on that song. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know, I didn't even know she really knew anything about me or my music.
Because I didn't want people to think that, oh, she just from reality TV. Right. Mm-hmm. I didn't want people to think that, oh, now Mo's a reality star. No, I'm the Superwoman. Mm-hmm. I've been doing this. I've been singing since I was 4.
Right. And I was doing my music and rapping way before I got on Love and Hip Hop. So it was just like, let's put some
music out. I was like, instead of like just, shit, it's fur all in my eye.
You got to commit to it.
Away your eyelashes or your fur.
Take it out.
You might not be able to be loyal to fur.
I think it's the lashes. I think that's the lashes right there.
I'm like, God damn, something is in my eye.
That's the lashes. That's the lashes.
Let's talk about
pretty is painful.
Well, the tour starts, we did the DC shows. Mm-hmm. And so Set It Off Live, the tour starts February 14th in Houston, and it goes through June. So I play Frankie, which was Vivica Fox's part. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait. Like, I think we're coming to New York, so y'all got to come see it. Y'all going to be like, Mom, you was in your bag. Because I even told 50 when we did the Power premiere, I'm like, well, I need you to put me on some of these things. Like, I got it in me. I got it in me. And so it's just like, all right, then let me see you put in some work. Like, nobody's going to just put you in a position if you haven't shown that if you haven't got the approval. Yeah, I'll rock with you. Yeah, I know you could sing. But when you step into this arena, you got to be ready because these are motherfucking thespians.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they do this.
Yeah.
If you can't do this, then don't say. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to start right here. And the rave reviews, I was like, dang, that's lit.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's not for you. They said you were supposed to be getting your own show.
Yeah, supposed to be
After Love and Hip Hop. Is that happening?
I mean, I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like at this point in time, I don't want to do anything that's going to be at the expense of my family. I want to make sure it's the right situation and we can really live out the right things, like black love, really what we going through. I don't want it to all be goody-goody because we go through things too. Mm-hmm. But I'm just looking for it has to be the right situation. I've been presented some things and, you know, people come to me about my own show, but I just want to make sure it's the right fit.
Because they thought you were going to be front and center back on the new season.
Yeah, they did, but it's kind of like I don't want to go to jail and I just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to jail and I just had a baby. It's just like not a good position, and I feel like I never really felt like they really gave me my on this show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of those shows have their favorites.
Yeah,
too.
It's their favorites.
Like it's just like, come on, man.
I had to have a baby. Like I had to literally. I was like, okay, I'm not a main cast member, but I've been coming in, kind of putting in work, getting my name out there. People kind of know who I am. I'm breaking, barriers or whatever. And I never got made a main cast member until I had the baby. And before then, they didn't even want to make me a main cast member.
I thought you were saying that you got nutted in to you have a storyline.
That's
what I thought.
Wait a minute.
Is that what you heard?
Is that what you heard? Because listen, that's the last thing I need to do to have a storyline. I'd rather quit if that's what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? But
there's some people
they try to get me to date dudes and everything for a storyline that I would not do. So we ain't gonna.
But some people, one thing I won't do anymore either, and my dad always taught me that too. As much as I've like done something, I'm like, damn, I should have did that. It gets to a point where your integrity has to stand for something. Like there be something they be like, nah, I ain't doing it. Like they be like, we want you to expose. Nah, I ain't being a part of that because it'll backfire. Then you got me looking crazy, but y'all still got your job, and then niggas trying to run up on me. Like I'm a girl.
Right.
Like stop it.
Right.
But it got to a point where I was just like, my integrity should no longer be in question. Neither should like anything I do.
I feel like my talent was in question. Everything I did from when I got on
But now everybody
Love
trying to do everything
with me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when I got on there, I came on there with the pink hair and the outfits. I came straight from Miami. I was in Miami 7 years, you know, doing music. I was signed to Flow Rider. I wasn't just coming from a strip club coming on TV. I was signed to an artist. So I feel like they downplayed all that to make me look like a stripper coming into the rap game. And then they had Jermaine Dupri talking about stripper fight music when everybody's doing stripper fight music now, 3 years later. Yeah. So I feel like they tried to downplay it and make me look like a fool. So I wanted to rebirth myself to what I really am, who I am. You know what I'm saying? They can't make nobody me.
So tell us about this Thelma and Louise project now. Tell us about this project.
Well, we got a song. Matter of fact, I sent it.
We gonna play it now. We got it.
I sent the clean
Thelma and Louise was
Envy said it's not mixed and mastered though.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, you freaking liar.
It's me.
I'm about to
say, well, let me check my email. My engineer did all that.
What?
You tried it.
He made me think like, did I say that?
I was like, no, I said the clean. I made sure they redid it.
I was like, Mo, we're not playing. We're not finna do this.
No, but
we did.
We actually doing something. This is a different approach for me.
And me.
So I'm Thelma, and that would be Louise. I'm Thelma be turned. That's Louise be lit. Because we, at the end of the day, it was just like, my personality is always big, and I don't know why people think like that I'm really a robber or like this, but no, I'm just like, no, I really sing, but the approach we're taking is more, I call it pop culture, the power of pussy culture. Like we telling these niggas, like a lot of these women, I feel that they're, it's the word, it's almost like it's silent prostitution. Okay. It's just like, y'all selling this much pussy, but you don't have nowhere to sleep at night, sis?
Right. Man. Well, Miss Deb told me, Walker Mama, she told me she feel like when you marry, you even selling pussy.
Man.
You're still, it to a certain extent, because, you know, you got to give your husband some coochie and you're going to get taken care of. It's still, however you look at it.
Although some women are the heads of their households too, kind of, and contribute just as much. So it ain't like.
Yeah, but you still
like
giving
you wasn't,
because
you didn't feel like that in your relationship, Mo.
You still
like,
giving pussy up though, Angela.
But that's
even if
not
you're the head of the household.
Yeah.
But then he a prostitute too, because he giving up.
Somebody a prostitute.
Well, those are called gigolos.
They called gigolos.
Yeah, or male thoughts.
Can we hear something from y'all right now?
I would love to.
We got drop a load of
let him spit. Let him sing a little bit.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna play a record.
Oh, I thought you was about to play it.
Play a record too. Don't play with
Make
me.
an executive decision, Mo.
No, because we got a lot of songs. We got Money Over Bitches. It was like, because I read.
Swear to God.
We got Swear to God.
What you want to hear right now, Mo?
Play Drop It Low.
Play Drop It Low.
Drop It Low.
Yeah, put that pussy on him. It's like a man with a cat on his lap.
You just said there's too much pussy being put on faces.
No, I said people are selling it.
Okay.
Now we're going to show you how to reinvent it.
So this is like proper pussy management.
Yes.
Proper pussy management.
Because I would be the first to say that I mismanaged mine. Like, look who my baby fathers are. All these motherfucking athletes, entrepreneurs, and execs I was around. I got babies by and married niggas
Don't
that's
do
sweet.
That, Mo.
Like, I'm not in my vagina.
Scream at it.
Fuck wrong with you, bitch? Sometimes you gotta scream. No, I did the vagina monologue, so you gotta yell at that thing. Bitch, what is wrong with you? Somebody from the hood, bitch. What's wrong with you?
You gotta get it back.
Drop it low. Put that pussy on them. Thelma Louise, Lil Mo, Jessica Dime. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Bitch, you know what the fuck going on.
You know what's going on, bitch.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.